Hello my friends, I hope you saw my last video. My last video is about LilyGo T-Display S3 Pro, and this is very interesting device with many features as large touchscreen display, built-in battery, SD card reader, light and proximity sensor, 2 push buttons, power management chip and more. I will put link of my last video in description, so don't forget to check, because this is really interesting device. In that video I received many questions about power consumption of this device, so I decided to make this video, which is update video, where we will check power consumption. My original sketch was orange and gray design, but for this video I edited that sketch, so we have new blue and white, black and gray design. Both sketch are free, so you can download them and use them for your needs. And don't forget to set your Wi-Fi data in new sketch. So right now power consumption of this device is 405 milliamps and that is because right now battery is recharging. So to measure power consumption of this device, we will need to remove the battery first. Battery is not hard to remove. Here is this simple connector. You need to be careful and you can remove battery. Here is some kind of sticker, so battery won't, I don't know word, wobbling around. Okay, we will choose wobbling. And now we can also see better which pins are available to use. So pins arrangement is very similar to other T-display boards. 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 4. Yes, very similar. And on other side we have battery, ground, USB and more pins. There are quite a number of pins here. And also I forgot to mention that here are boot and reset push buttons, and here are additional 2 push buttons if you don't want to use touchscreen, because the displays boards always feature these 2 push buttons. Okay, let's check power consumption now. Okay, so first we can see that right now power consumption is 128 and we are at brightness 6 and speed of our processor is 240 megahertz. If I maxed the brightness, also power consumption will go much higher, so I will return it to, let's say, 6 or 5. So 125. Keep in mind that power consumption depends on features you are using. So right now I'm using touch display. I'm reading values from power management sensor. I'm using ESP now protocol. I'm reading values from this light and proximity sensor. I'm reading values from integrated temperature sensor, so this is temperature off. So right now this board is doing a lot, and power consumption is 125 milliamps. But you can also notice that this clock is not set. Right now is 2:32 and here is midnight. So I added a feature in this sketch. I need to just touch this part of screen and my board will connect to internet. Sorry, I had few problems. It seems that my Wi-Fi router is too far away, so let's try to connect to my hotspot on phone. So power consumption is 120, and when I press this board it will rise and drop, and now we have correct time. And when the clock is set, power consumption is again 120 and I don't know why sometimes I need to press only once, sometimes I need few times. I don't know. Okay, next thing we can do, we can reduce speed of processor. Right now speed is 160. When speed is 80 megahertz, power consumption is 160. When is 240, it is sometimes even 130. So if we reduce brightness a lot, and if we set CPU to 80 megahertz, we'll get around 105. But this is only for my project. Now let's take a look bare minimum project where we don't use anything except the display. So we will not use touch display, we will not communicate with power management chip, we will not communicate to light and proximity sensor, we will not use the SD card, nothing. We will just display some number on display. And here is bare minimum example. You can see this board now consumes 63 milliamps. So speed is 80 megahertz and brightness is 4. And we are updating whole display, whole sprite. But only thing what is updating is this number. So this is bare minimum power consumption. You can reduce it even more if you reduce clock speed on 40, but I don't recommend that because FPS will drop a lot. So answer on your question, what is power consumption is, it depends what you are using. If you are planning to use to only display, it will consume 63, and if you want to run it at max speed and you want to use all the things, it will consume 130, and if you want to use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, it will use a lot. And that's it. I hope this video, this information will be useful to you. I return my battery on its place. And that's it. This battery is 470 milliamp hours, so in theory it can give more than 4 hours of runtime. But I would be happy with 3.5 hours. But I also noticed that there is more space, so I will probably try to install inside 800 milliamps battery. Thank you. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think, and yes, don't forget to check my last video. Don't forget to subscribe. You can buy me a coffee if you want, and if you want to buy this, you can find a link in the description, affiliate link. I need to mention that I'm on my holy mission to become rich. Thank you and have a nice Sunday. Bye.